All right, there we go. And a pleasant good morning to you from Tony'sPicks.com, and welcome to Night Moves here for Monday, April 6th. It's Championship Monday. We waited and made it here to the end of the college basketball season, and we'll have the championship game tonight here between Michigan and UConn. We'll preview the game and talk about it, get your picks for what should be a blockbuster event here on Monday night. And we've also got action in the NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball card here on a Monday to preview. Boy, I remember the days when the end of the college basketball season meant the beginning of the baseball season. Remember, usually it was the college basketball game was on a Monday night, and the Major League Baseball season was started on a Monday night. That was a long time ago. It's kind of crept back. We crept back a few days every year, it seems like. So we're already 2 weeks into the season here practically, and just ending the college basketball season here on Monday. So should be great. We had some college basketball action as well there on Sunday as well with college basketball crown. A couple of champions were decided on Sunday. I didn't really fare that well with them, but I did have the over there with the game there between Auburn and Tulsa. I needed overtime to get there, but did get the winner there. In that one, I did go under in the Oklahoma-West Virginia game. Did go overtime, but it still went over in regulation. Still, 2 exciting championship games. Congratulations to those tournaments putting together a fun event there on Sunday night. Oklahoma lost to West Virginia 89-82. I thought the Sooners might be the team there, but West Virginia, they were the better cover going in. Should have known better. Oklahoma led by 13 points early in the second half. Honor Huff was the star for West Virginia, 38 points on 8 of 15 from three-point range, 12 of 12 from the foul line as well. Oklahoma was 10 of 12 as a team, so good job by Honor Huff having the big game. The Sooners did shoot 60% inside the arc, but West Virginia won the Crown basketball tournament in Las Vegas there on Sunday. Also, Auburn beat Tulsa 92-86. Another comeback. Both the losing teams. I was on the losers here. Both of them were covering at winning and covering at one point. For the Auburn Tigers here, they led 34-13 with 7:45 to go before halftime, but Tulsa led by 5. With 1:05 left in regulation before Auburn stormed back at the finish. Tahan Pettiford had 24 points and 8 assists. Auburn 11 of 27 from three-point range. Tulsa 6 of 26 as Auburn wins the NIT at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. So we had tournament winners, tournament champions decided in college basketball. Pretty much what we ended up with: two additional tournaments here, and that might be the way to go moving forward. But good events, kind of made for TV there, especially the crowd wasn't too big in Vegas here for that final, but it did look like a good game on TV there and a good prep for tonight's game, and we're going to have a big one. All right. Hey, let's look at some of the results here, and I want to thank everybody for coming in. I see some folks coming in here in the chats. We'll take a moment here to just recap and let a few more people come in. We got over a dozen of you here right now. We'd like to get a few more in there and say hello to the folks in the chat here coming in with Tim M. He's here like in Yukon, I think, today here on Championship Monday. And let's see who else is here ready to join me. Timmy Two Shoes ready to go. Andrew K. Thank you, Andrew. Really good to have you always in the chat, my friend. Great job you always do here. And Cow Dog as well. Thanks, guys. Let me keep rolling here right now a little bit anyway with some of the recap from Sunday. And we'll look at the major leagues. We did have some winners here on Night Moves. We had some really wild games for sure, and we had some big-time winners. It was including the Dodgers on Sunday. We had the Dodgers here on Night Moves on that run line again. The Washington led 6-1 after the fifth inning, but it doesn't matter. Shohei Ohtani home run and a game-winning sacrifice fly. The Dodger bullpen threw 4 scoreless innings there in the game, and the Dodgers were able to beat the Nationals in an over there yesterday. Remember, that series kept going over every time there. We talked about it yesterday, probably going to be a high-scoring game again as that series continued to go over every time these two teams have met. Dalton rushing a 2-run home run, Teoscar home run as well, Sasaki, 5 innings, 6 runs, allowing 2 home runs. He's got an ERA of 7, but it didn't matter. The Dodgers had the offense this time to get it done. And what can you say? Look at the series they won here: 8-6, 10-5, 13-6. I mean, wild weekend, but it was all sad for the Nationals there, the way they went down, and Dodgers are going to head to Toronto here after this. So Mookie, though, injured here, missed this game, but he's going to be hitting the injured list here with an oblique injury. So we'll get to see Hee-Sung Kim come up. He's off to a great start, hitting 440 in Oklahoma City. So, Kim can handle the job here a little bit, but going to be missing Mookie there for a little bit. Also, Night Moves winner here, Colorado Rockies against the Phils. Yeah, we had the Rocks here on the run line anyway, but hey, it didn't matter. Rockies get it done over the Phillies here on Sunday. Good performance there for the Rocks to win that one with Sugano starting there on the mound in that one and knocking off those Phillies on Sunday. As my man Mickey Moniak from La Costa Canyon High with the 2 solo home runs there for Colorado. Moniak going back to beat his former team there, the Philadelphia Phillies, kind of gave him a ticket to ride, and he rode it all the way there with knocking off Philadelphia. So got to be satisfying there for Moniak to come through in that game and get the victory. 4-1, Colorado won. Happy for Moniak. Happy he's found a home there in Colorado. It's going to be a long season, but they got the win there on Sunday. Also, Night Moves winner here, the New York Mets. We had them, Mets over the Giants. They got 4 runs in the 8th inning and went on for the victory. Luis Torrens pinch hit 2-run double in the 8th inning. The Mets swept the Giants in San Francisco, improved to 6-4. Logan Webb there for the loss and his 3rd start of the season already. Not terrific there, but the Mets got the win 5-2 there in that one. All right, we had a Night Moves winner with the Chicago White Sox getting it done over the Toronto Blue Jays. White Sox with the win here on Sunday. Davis Martin, very strong performance here. Like we said, Martin looks like a consistent kind of guy, and we took him on that run line, but they didn't need it. They got the win there for the White Sox over the Blue Jays. Martin, 6 shutout innings there in that one. So great performance there by Martin. White Sox are 3-0 at home for the first time in 22 years. Blue Jays have lost 5 of 6 after a 3-0 start. Night moves winner over Houston and the Athletics here on Sunday. They teed off again at the Matchbox with the over there. 12-10 was the score in Sacramento here in April. So big time runs there in that one as the ball was doing its thing there in Sacramento. Brent Rooker, 2 home runs, 6 RBI for the A's as they got the win over the Astros. The A's built the lead. The Astros came back, had trouble keeping track of the pinball on the scoreboard in that game on Sunday, but the A's get a nice win there at home. It was scoreless after 4, believe it or not, but Brooker hit the 3-run walk-off home run for the A's, and Hunter Brown, tough news here for Houston. Hunter Brown's going to go on the injured list right now, and they need pitching, it looks like, after yesterday's debacle there. All right. Hey, we had more night moves winners here on Sunday with the Pittsburgh Pirates and their game over the Baltimore Orioles there. Pittsburgh got the win at home in that one. Pittsburgh knocked off Baltimore to keep on rolling here, 8-2 on Sunday. Good win for the Bucks. There over the O's. Ryan O'Hearn homered, had 4 RBIs against his old team. Pittsburgh's won 5 in a row. They're 6-3. O'Neal Cruz homered, had 3 RBIs. So Pittsburgh, a little bit of momentum with the debut of Connor Griffin this weekend, sweeping the Orioles there, knocking off the Orioles there on Sunday. All right, night moves winner also, Cubs and Guardians game 1 did go under yesterday in that doubleheader. It was 1-0 in the openers. Cabrera outdueled Ciccone in that one. And, a little bit of pitching there in that game. But second game was won by Cleveland 6-5 there to earn the split in the doubleheader. So they came back to knock them off there in that second game. But doubleheader in the game 1, 4 pitchers combined for a 1-hitter for the Cubs in game 2. George Arias, 2-run RBI there as the Guardians got the win 6-5. Night moves winner here, Milwaukee Brewers, with Harrison as the Brewers got the win there over the Royals. Christian Yelich, RBI triple for Milwaukee, getting the win there on the road for the Brewers. They took on Kansas City in an 8-5 victory there for the Brew Crew on the road. And also we had a winner with Rangers and Reds game 2 go under. Chase Burns gets a 2-1 victory there for the Reds. A very impressive pitching performance by Burns and Leiter there yesterday in the 2-1 game that went down in Texas there in that one. And it was Ellie De La Cruz with an RBI single for the Reds. And late night, it was Tigers and the Cardinals won it 5-3 there with Leahy over Montero in that one. So getting the win there was St. Louis late. Tigers are off to a 4-5 start. All right, and let's see who else is in the chat. What else we can discuss here real quick? We've almost got 24 of you here, so I'm almost ready to go. But you guys are commenting a little bit here. Larry Martin is ready to go, and Yankees blew it there against the Marlins. I didn't cover it because I didn't win it, but I will now. We did actually call for the over in that game. I think it was on the show here last night. Maybe it was on another show, but we did go over there. The steam came in on the over, and the Marlins and the Yankees, they might have went over there in that game. But remember, it got delayed there for a while, so conditions were a little awkward. Miami ended up with opening with Fairbanks in there on Sunday, and they got the win 7-6 over the Florida Marlins, or over the Yankees in that one. Chris Paddock ended up going 4 innings and allowing no runs in the game there. He just had an opener, and Ben Rice 3-run home run for New York, but it wasn't enough as the Marlins got the impressive win there over the Yankees. The Yankees kind of uh, screwed it up there a little bit. Also, a good game was the Angels over the Mariners in 11, 8-7. Shanwell hit a walk-off sacrifice fly for the Angels after Seattle tied the game with a run in the ninth inning. The Mariners lost 4 of 5. All right, who else is doing much here in the chat? Marlins pulled the upset. It was great Easter Sunday. We had some other sports action as well. Maybe can touch on real quick. Also, I see some talk in here. How about the UCLA women? Man, they dominated in the national championship game, knocking off South Carolina. The Bruins win their first women's national championship. Lauren Betts, dominating performance, dominated the entire tournament. I thought South Carolina just, I'm basing it on reputation. I'm basing it on the fact that they knocked off Connecticut, UCLA. I'm not saying they quietly did it. I mean, one loss all season, very, very impressive, and a great job there by UCLA to win it. I was wrong in that game. I was like in the, how can I go against the Bruins here with Betts and company? They look terrific, and what a team! What a team that's committed to one another. A real good team concept there in UCLA. Good BAM, I think, is what their secret was this season, and it probably looks, and obviously an expert coach. Greg is here as well, talk a little NHL. Hey, thanks, Greg. Let's discuss a little maybe recap here while you mentioned it. Let's see what happened in the NHL here on Sunday, because we did have some night move winners here for sure, including Florida and Pittsburgh game total over here on Sunday, and that one with the Pittsburgh routing the Panthers 5-2 to keep up their strong close to the season. Also, night moves winner with the Philadelphia Flyers. They get the win 2-1 in overtime over the Bruins there in that one. Also, night moves winner, New Jersey and Montreal game to go under as the Devils shut out the Canadiens to end their 8-game winning streak. And late night, Blues and Avalanche. We did have the under here on night moves yesterday in the 3-2 win for St. Louis over Colorado. So pretty decent day there on the ice. And let's see here. Oh, man, Timmy talking Curry there yesterday. And Mr. Weskers was touting his return. And what a return it was for Steph Curry. He had to be the big story in the NBA there last night as Curry and the Warriors. Make no mistake here with the result. Houston won the game, but Curry won the attention of the night with his return. He was outstanding in his return. Not a full complement of minutes, but by the time the game ended, it felt like he had been in there and helped rally the Warriors to the lead late. They actually did cover the spread in the game. I was on Houston there, and Houston had the money there most of the way, but the Warriors get the money late. It did go over there in that game. 117-116 Houston, probably the game of the night, actually, considering the circumstances. But Houston, don't overlook them. They're on a winning streak right now, too, and got the deserved win there in that game. Night moves winners here included Memphis and Milwaukee game to go over, part of the late rash of overs here at the end of the season. Milwaukee won at 131-115. Also, here, night moves winner with I talked about the game there. We did not have a pick here in that game. I was just covering. I don't know why I'm covering that game. It's at the top of the list here. Not even worth our time there with the Bucks. But here we go with the night moves winners, gang. Raptors and Celtics winner to go under. Celtics won it 115-101 to keep rolling. 9 points wasn't enough to stop the Celtics in this one. It did go under as our night moves winner here. Also, we had the Pacers plus the points against the Cavaliers, taking that 17. I had the over as my play over at Tony's. We'll get to the handicappers in just a moment. I kind of whipped here with my premiums. Indiana, though, with the cover, like we said, Cleveland can't cover. Indiana keeps covering despite being in the tankathon. Good job by the Pacers finishing strong late. They got the money against the Cavs. Cavs got the win. no doubt about it. We had the night moves winner here with Oklahoma City and Utah game to go over. Another one of those games, 146 to 111. Oklahoma City crushes, and it goes way over for us here on night moves. Other results here a little bit. I want to cover some of them, including the Lakers and the Mavericks. It was a story of the man and the young man between LeBron and of course, Cooper Flag, another incredible performance by Cooper Flag, and it was the Mavericks getting the win over the Lakers, 134 to 128. Lakers trying to hold on for a good playoff spot, but the line had shifted from 6.5 to 1.5 in that game. All kinds of steam on Mavericks, and not only that, the injury report itself, but we already knew Luka was out. We already knew Reeves was out. Then the line move comes. Did look like a pretty serious move there, and the Mavericks get the win there yesterday. Very nice performance for the Mavericks and for Cooper Flag. The comparisons were, I guess we had the first time that two players, a 40-year-old and a 19-year-old, had such a historic scoring performance against one another. It had not happened previously. Flag set another record with another big offensive performance, and LeBron was definitely super as well, as the Lakers are trying to piece it together here late. There was one instance in the game when Flag tried to pass to LeBron, and tried to pass to a teammate, and LeBron spotted it, grabbed it, took it down for a dunk. At that point, the Lakers were trying to get back in the game. They did get pretty close, but the Mavericks pulled away, got the win. In fact, the game went off, I think, even at a pick'em there yesterday. So the Mavericks took the money, believe me, there in that one. All right. Also, impressive performance by the Hornets on the road, knocking off the Timberwolves there on Sunday. And I think that was pretty much it for the hot games there in the NBA. Golf action on Sunday, man. My man J.J. Spawn, the former San Diego State Aztec, wins the Texas Valero Open for the second time. He's already a major winner, but he hadn't won since winning the U.S. Open. But hey, he got the perfect performance there on Sunday, out dueling Bobby Mack there at the end. Bobby Mack had a chance actually there late. He put the ball. He was in a little bit of trouble. Got a lie and tried to chip up on the green and left himself with about a 45-footer. Needed to make it, but did not. And J.J. Spawn got the win there on Sunday at the Texas Valero Open. It's Masters week here this week, so hey, we're going to have an exciting Masters here this week. Phil Mickelson said he will not be playing at the Masters. No problem, Phil. Do your thing, and hopefully we'll see you around again. But a kind of a little bit of a historic moment because there will not be Tiger or Phil at this year's Masters here. But we're ready to go here in Masters week, and can't wait for Thursday. Just great to have the Masters here. All right. And let's see what else we got here with the chat. I think we're kind of ready to go. Patrick Waugh was fired for the Islanders here. Look, I guess you fire him at the end of the season. Peter DeBoer comes in, the ex-Dallas coach. He has 660 wins in his career, so DeBoer will take over now and get ready and get this team prepped for next year. The Panthers were eliminated from the playoffs officially after back-to-back Cup wins, but the 10 major injuries this year really did them in. So a little bit of news there over the weekend, and also more trouble for the TV contracts there as the regional sports networks are ready to shut down in 2 weeks at the end of the regular season. Will send those teams scrambling, much like the baseball teams are right now, and finding different ways to get broadcast partners for those teams, especially the smaller market teams, I guess. Also, Clippers' Steve Ballmer is one person interested in purchasing the for sale Seattle Seahawks. All right, that could be it for some of the news. I think we got enough in here. There's a couple dozen, so I'm ready to go here with the previews. Thank you, everybody, for waiting. Greg says Curry is heating back up and ready to go. Let's see here. A couple other comments. Thanks for joining me here on the show. And poor Bronny. You know, uh, I do like Bronny. He's hard trying, and you know what? He has his moments out there, but he's just so overmatched sometimes. For sure. But okay, let's get it rolling here. We've got a nice baseball card. We've got a short 5-game NBA slate. We've got 4 games on the ice, but you know where we're starting here with this one, gang. We've got to go out to the national championship. All right. Hey, uh, give me 1 second. We're going to go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Let me remember why we're here doing this show. I'm going to have me being with you guys is the real reason, but also got to go over there and check out who did well over at Tony'sPicks.com here on a Sunday. I know it wasn't me, but let's check out the handicapper leaderboards and see who's hot. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 15% off the premium pick packages. Let's see, Brian Bittler, 5-0. Real strong day there on Sunday. Dax McKelvey, 5-1, getting it done. My brother, nearly 4 units of profit. Shane Mickle, 75%. Damon Sosh, 75% for Damien there on Sunday. Stephen Duncan, he's back and he's on the leaderboards. 3-2 there on Sunday. Chris Adkins wins his only play. Hollywood Sam wins his only play. VIP account wins their only play. Tony T wins his only play. Kevin Thomas 2-1 in there. David Racy 6-5. Rod Zawacki had some underdog winning in there, and Double Shooty also in the green on Sunday for the last 7 days. Nick Lagarettos up 12.5 units. Dax McKelvey up nearly 9 2/3 units of profit. David Racy, 7 1/4 units of profit. Ron Hahn up over 7 units of profit. Tony T continues to roll here, nearly 3 1/4 units profit over the last week. Jorge Gonzalez went 4-2 for the week. Brian Bittler, Double Shooty, Shane Mickle, and the VIP account in the green here for the last 7 days. Last 30 days, Shane Mickle's up there, nearly 14 2/3 units of profit. Brian Bittler, 12 3/4 units of profit. Ron Hahn, nearly 12 units of profit. Tony T up there, 10 units of profit over the last 30 days. Nick Lagarettos, nearly 8 units of profit. Dax McKelvey, nearly 4 2/3 units of profit. Double Shooty, unit and third of profit here over the last 30 days. You can click on the Premium Picks tab and take a look and see what the handicappers have ready to go here for tomorrow on Championship Monday. David Racy's got an afternoon winner in the major leagues as the Rays finally get home to open their season against the Chicago Cubs. Not giving it away, but that's the day game there tomorrow. And Tony T's got his college basketball winner for tomorrow night in the big game. Also, Chris Adkins has an MLB triple play ready to go there for his 3-pack tomorrow in the major leagues. Also here, Rod's got an overnight soccer play here on Monday in Italy. You're going to want to check out Rod there for his premium pick. Ron Crawford has his NCAA winner over there on Sunday, and Bo Dunn's got the national championship winner for the total in the game on Sunday. Hey, why not ride with me here for a 3-day all sports pass? Let's get you through the national championship game and the Major League Baseball, NBA, NHL. Ride with me for 3 days for $99 over at Tony'sPicks.com, or get those individual game packs and those 3-packs, 5-packs, 7-packs, and discount best bets are all available with that 15% discount when you use Tony T at checkout. This is the discount code. The 3-day pass is already discounted. Excellent value already as a discount. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up over at Tony's Picks. We have the profit guarantee for all those single-day packages. Must show a profit or you get credits back to your account. That's profit guarantee. Now we got to get to the games, okay? Let's go to the national championship game here right now. And he's the truth teller, and I'm the truth seller. There he is, truth teller, everybody. Great to see truth teller in the chat over here at Tony's. I think Cal Dog's ready to go with Michigan. I'm ready to go with the show. Here we go. Justin's been hot, man. You got to listen to Stacks. All right, get rid of the promo there, and let's get the graphic back on the screen here for our big national championship game between the Connecticut Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. You guys have been watching the tournament, probably don't need me to break it down player by player, but we might here talking about the game because it's such a good game here, such intrigue in this one with the hot Michigan Wolverines. Man, I mean, who's going to get in this team's way here right now? Well, you know what? You got the Connecticut Huskies, who've won 2 of the last 3 national championships. So apropos here, because it does feel like the shift here to Michigan, although, Connecticut's kind of got a program, right? They've been through, yes, they have some players on this team who've been through the 2 other championships, guys like Big Alex in there, but still for Michigan, this team of Axel Lendenborg here, I mean, the star player does have an injury tag coming into this game. He's my player of the year this year, but turned his ankle there in the semifinal. Solo Ball of Connecticut is expected to play in the game there. So good that they'll be all healthy and ready to go here for the national championship game on Monday. It'll be really a matchup, though, I think, of probably Reed and Mara inside the matchup of the centers. You know, the Wolverines guards coming off the explosive play that they had in the semifinals. Michigan coming in 36 and 31-2, the Husky, or 36-3 now. Huskies 34-5 here at the national championship game. So let's see. You guys can start to make your picks if you want here for the game. But I got a little bit more to say myself before I make my predictions here. I've had a rough second half of the tournament after, good in the first couple rounds, but last couple rounds, I'm looking for help here possibly today. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm picking, but I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what I need to pick here. Maybe Wolverines have won 22 of their last 24. They're shooting 61% from inside the arc. That's 4th in the country this season. Michigan, number 6 in effective field goal defense, in offense, and number 1 in effective field goal defense. Wolverines 20-3 against top 50s. Their 5 tournament wins were all by 13 or more points, scoring 90 points a game in those games. Michigan 15-0 in non-conference games this season. They were number 1 in Ken Palm. Michigan, of course, lost the title game back 8 years ago, but, Dusty May comes in. He says he's staying put, and he's leading Michigan back here to the Final Four. He got Florida Atlantic to the Final Four back in 2023, remember. A Big Ten team has not won the national title in 26 years, which is amazing if you think about it, because this year the Big Ten looks like a whole revamped product here, and they've been so strong up and down. You saw Illinois here reach the Final Four as well. For UConn, they've won 19 straight games in the Sweet 16 or later. UConn, number 45 in effective field goal offense, number 8 in effective field goal defense. Those numbers don't match up with Michigan's technically, from the Big East, but coming in here, the Huskies 14-1 in non-conference games. UConn, only 16% of their points come from the foul line. That's ranked 328th in the country out of 365 teams. The Huskies were 11-3 versus teams in the top 50. UConn, number 37 on the offensive boards, but it didn't bother them against the top rebounding team in Illinois. UConn, of course, has won 2 of the last 3 national titles. The favorites are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 national title games. Let's go to the chat and see what you have here in this one with Michigan taking on Connecticut. Neither team is really of that great of a cover in the role. However, we don't know about Connecticut as an underdog. This is the first time they've been an underdog all season. So it does show maybe the schedule of Michigan was a bit tougher. They were 13-18 against the spread as a favorite. That's not very good. They've actually failed to cover in 7 of their last 10. But Connecticut was just 12-22 against the spread during the regular season. That was pretty mediocre as well. That's quite downright bad, actually. But doesn't matter what your record against the spread is in the overall scheme of things. I know the way we keep score, it might be. So Michigan was slightly better ATS when these two teams have met. They haven't met in 11 years. I just mean in their spread record, if you will. Michigan went 12-21 to the under this season, including 12-19 to the under as a favorite. So we'll see what you guys think here in this one with Michigan and Connecticut here at the National Championship. It's going to be a great night of basketball. I want to hear from you guys in the chat right now and tell me what you have in the National Championship game. I'm ready to go here. Get your picks. Connecticut has gone under in 5 of their last 7. Michigan's gone over in 5 of their last 6 games. Let's go to the chat. You got some picks here. Cal Dog maybe on the over. Wolverines on the I think that might be the money line there for Larry and over. Timmy says Connecticut plus the points. You got to take them here in the championship with Danny Hurley. Where is Mr. Weskers right now? I want to talk about Coach Hurley here in this one. All right, let's see. Andrew says big Michigan brand NIL money. Dusty May could become a big winner here with Michigan. He's already said, he's staying put. You can't get him out of East Lance, out of Ann Arbor right now. Of course, in the semifinals for Connecticut and their win over Illinois, Taryn Reed had 17 points and 11 rebounds. Braylon Mullins, of course, with the incredible remember the incredible shot he hit against Duke, but he had the key 3-point shot late to kind of seal the lead for Connecticut in the semifinals, and the Huskies won despite going 3 for 14 in the final minutes of the game against Illinois. They held on, and Illinois wasn't able to convert their shots as well. For Michigan, they got 91 against Arizona, an absolute blowout. Adai 26 points, 9 rebounds, survived foul and injury problems to Lindenborg, of course. They built a 16-point lead in the first half, eventually led by 29 points in the game. So Michigan probably a little bit inflated here on this price because of that massive win. And, of course, they've had that incredible record. But remember, like I said, Big Ten, this is kind of not, I don't say uncharted territory, but going back here, anybody watch the Michigan Fab 5 broadcast there? In the semifinal, Dimitri says Michigan all day. You guys don't have, this is not a lot of opinion here, so I guess I just got to go out and make my pick here in this one, and I'm taking the Connecticut Huskies. Plus 7 points. Yeah, I got to take the points here in this one with the Connecticut Huskies, winners of 2 of the last 3 national championship games. Look, Michigan's been awesome, but I think this one feels just a little bit inflated. Alex Caravan, certainly, have been there, done that. Reed is so strong in there as well, and don't forget Demery was fine. I think he is fine here for this matchup. So keep it coming here real quick, otherwise we're going to be done with the game. But ball probable, as I said here, for the Huskies as well. That's good news there. For Michigan, don't forget, you got Johnson, a great player in there as well. Kadu, good teams, man, here in the championship. And I got to take Connecticut, though, plus these points in this one. Like I said, haven't been an underdog all year. I mean, that's not the basis of the pick. But, to be getting 7 points for the first time, I know there's some, weaker teams in there that help you kind of roll there, in their conference. But I'm going to take the points. And also, I'll go ahead and this is a national championship. I'm going to go with the total as well here on the show. And
Major
I'm going
lineman.
with the under in
Major
this one
lineman.
between Connecticut and Michigan. Now, Michigan is incredible, scoring these 90 points in every single game. But, you know, interestingly here, and this is a sample size of several years, well, not several, the last few years. Uh, Connecticut against Big Ten competition has gone under in 10 straight games
Major
against
lineman.
the Big Ten. Michigan against the Big East Conference has gone under in 9 of their last 10 games against a Big East opponent. So I think the contrast here a little bit really has me intrigued here in the matchup, and that's what it feels like to me. Is just a cross conference uh, comparison, if you will, between these two teams is what really has me leaning in here on the under in this one, despite the fact that we've seen, there's a little bit of reverse line movement on both Connecticut and the under. And, that's usually my first go to, anyways. I don't think it's any surprise to anybody who follows that sort of thing and,
Major lineman.
follows my picks a little bit. I mean, you guys already practically predict my picks sometimes before I even come in on some of those. But that's what it kind of feels like to me. That reverse line movement here looks very, very strong to me on both
Major lineman.
Connecticut and the under here. A little bit feels a little bit sharp there, I guess is the way that I'd put it. With the under in this game. I mean, look, Michigan is a highly ranked defense for sure, and Connecticut number 5 in points allowed this season as well. They're also a top 20 team in field goal percentage defense. Top 15 team in 3-point percentage defense. I know you're going up against a very, very powerful team in the Michigan Wolverines, but Michigan's defense too, top 25 in points allowed, number 2 in the country in field goal percentage defense, as we mentioned, that effective field goal percentage defense as well. So I'm going to think that the clash of titans or the clash of styles here kind of makes it. I don't think it'll be an ugly or uncomfortable game at all. I just think you're going to see, max possessions, strong possessions, and basically bringing it to the situation where it'll be kind of a drawn out process. So I'm going with the under as well here in this one between Connecticut and Michigan. Give me Connecticut and give me the under in this one here at the national championship game. Michigan was just 13-18 against the spread as a favorite this season. So I just feel like a little bit overpriced. Do we have any more picks here from the crew? If not, we'll move on to our baseball coverage. Michigan for Free and D for Greg. And Larry says, let's make it up for Chris Webber here. I liked how they talked about Coach Fisher. They talked so highly of Coach Fisher. All right, UConn can win at 72, but not over or under 72. Michigan first half likely, UConn likely to have perform a miracle. Shaq is here. He leans to Michigan on the alternate spread here. All right, great job, you guys. I'm surprised there weren't. And now, maybe it's Sunday night. We don't have a huge crowd in here. Interestingly enough, with the national championship, but my pick is in. Everybody has it right there. I'm going with Connecticut and the under. Okay, I guess that's it for the national championship game. Appreciate it, everybody. Let's get in. We got Major League Baseball to go to. We've got nice, manageable card here on Monday with our baseball coverage and our NBA and NHL. A little bit light, so that's cool. But let's go to baseball, I guess. All right, the Tampa Bay Rays are gonna head home here on a two-game winning streak to go home. Hey, maybe the Rays. You know what? My timing might be a little off, but I'm still gonna believe in these Rays a little bit. In this offense, maybe can get it going here. If it's not today, but just overall, Rays improved to 4-5 with their win here, so picking up a little bit of steam. It'll be uh, McClanahan. Let me fix his name there. Fix the graphic a little bit. There we go. All right, is it Jimmy Fallon pitching? What is it? Jameson Tyone here. Man, fire the graphics guy already. Okay, Jameson Tyone here going for the Cubs. You got McClanahan going for the Rays here. Major League action on Monday. Home opener now for the Rays in this one. I think the Rays probably profile a little bit better in this game, even though the bullpen's still a disaster. I think they're going to try to clean that up. McClanahan, a 3.85 ERA so far in the start. 107 whip, 4 strikeouts for Tyone. No ERA, 1.29 whip, 3 strikeouts for Tyone here. The Cubs could face a lot of cold bats versus McClanahan here in the matchup here today. McClanahan, feels like on this card here, maybe a top tier pitcher, but he is a slight dog here in this game. Ironically enough, the left-hander. Look, the Cubs are going to be recognized as a better team, but they're only 4-5 here right now as well. And they came in off of a loss yesterday to Cleveland, as we mentioned. The doubleheader was a split there, but Cleveland did take 2 of the 3 games so far. Cubs 1-2 on the road so far this season. Also, Tampa Bay 6-2-1 to the over thus far. Although I don't know, we'll see how is it going to be in Tampa back at home, back at their stadium here. Finally, right now the Rays return home. The Rays return home, not only home but to their home at the Trop. And we can make fun of the Trop, but this is the Rays' home. Hope the ball doesn't hit the O-ring on opening day, or is it the A-ring or the B-ring? Could be a little bit of a tough matchup for some of these Rays against Tyone, Aranda, Simpson, Mullins, Palacios, Fraley, all with the bad splits here in this one. So let's see how you guys have it here today with the Cubs taking on the Rays here in this one. Rays bullpen has to be a little bit scary here, but maybe not against the up and down Cubs offense right now. Let's see the chat here. Any plays from the chat? Teflon Dadon is here. Jamal Giuseppe likes the Rays or the over here in this one. And let's see here. Cubs were under for Larry, though. Cal Dog liking the Cubs. Jamal likes the Rays. Rays over for Teflon Dadon. Timmy's going over here. So there's a firepower in this game. Jamal, picking on that Rays bullpen a little bit. I hope they're better here at home. It feels, I want them to be better at home. I think they will be. The Rays can calm this down. They had some really rough outings. They've been kind of shortening their ERA pretty much. It feels like every game right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Rays, though, here at home. Come on. In the opener, you got McClanahan going and against Tyone. Give me the Rays here at minus $1.05 or so. I'll take them at home in the home opener against the Cubs. Larry says, go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. And first 5 for Jamal. And rough numbers here for Tyone so far. 1.29 whip, but we got to, see more. Hello to Running Late. Nice to have Running Late. Hit the like button. Thank you, Running Late, in the chat tonight. First time chatter there with us. All right, that's it for the day. That's it for the home opener, for the day game there in Tampa. All right, the Royals are on the road here, taking on Cleveland in a division matchup here. The Royals losers of three of their last four. Cleveland's won three of their last four, including a win here on or the doubleheader split there on Sunday. Cleveland comes in 6-4 right now, and a favorite for just the second time here this season. Kansas City comes in 4-5 overall, 1-2 on the road coming into this one. You've got Michael Wacha going here. Hey, he was off a good start in that opener. 7 strikeouts, .67 whip coming in for Tanner Bybee. ERA of 4, did lose his opener, but had big strikeouts there. 1.33 whip, 11 Ks for Bybee. And Cleveland favored here, $1.15 in the game total, 7.5 under 20. Here in this one, these Central Division games, man, they sometimes. Bybee has a long streak of unders right now in the division. I mean, it is a very, very notable the rash of unders in Bybee starts in the division, and it probably is going to shape up again like that. It feels like here in this one. Royals lineup is not to have a good matchup at all against Bybee. A lot of these bats actually don't match up very well against Bybee. Cleveland already, given the numbers here we've talked about, the Guardians and their start here currently coming in, and they've been a very, very interesting proposition so far money wise. 6-4 overall, 2-1 at home. Bybee strong. Kansas City here is kind of cold. I think Cleveland here. Let me see what you guys have in the chat, but maybe I should be with the under. Let me see what you guys have here. Maybe Jamal's going with the under, and let me see. Here we go. Larry's going over, though. He is taking the over. And Timmy says, "Gotta like this Royals price. Cal Dog's on the over too." Oh boy, okay. I better respect what you guys are saying here a little bit. Timmy says, "Oh, these guys are under dudes, no doubt." I mean, that's what I was thinking. But too many on the chat here with the over. I might just have to default to the side in this one now. Guardians bats seem to work a little better here, says Cal Dog. Shaq says, "Waka, pick Waka." And Timmy says, let's see. Man, you guys are all over here. Let me take the Guardians in this one. I'll just go with the side here. Respect to the Night Moves chat here. Now the move is clearly, I believe, on the under here so far. I'm sure the Sharps are going to be on the under here in this one as well. It's gone here from well, no, you know what? It's 7.5 under 20 across the board. It seems like it hasn't even moved yet. So we'll see what the move is. But yeah, these two pitchers here, division games right now in this division, man, with usually veterans like this, it just is usually under City. But okay, let's keep it moving here on Night Moves in our Major League Baseball segment. Next up, okay, it'll be the Padres on the road. Herman Marquez going up against Bubba Chandler here. Man, the Pirates on a roll here. It's been good vibes with the winning streak here. The Bucks 5-game winning streak right now. Oh, man, things are looking great here in Pittsburgh all of a sudden. Well, don't crown them yet, but that was a great weekend with don't want to keep harping on it, but Connor Griffin on this team right now, ready to continue to make a splash. And when you can come in and kind of so ironic the way he hit that first at bat and got a double there after he was behind in the count, and then the Bucks all of a sudden started hitting all over the place and getting some runs, and just feels like good vibes all around right now. Padres have won 2 straight. Marquez got rocked in his first start. He has a 12 ERA and a 3.0 whip and only 1 strikeout. But the Padres have won 6 straight games on the road here in Pittsburgh and 11 of the last 12 matchups overall. The Padres have an ownership of the Bucks here at this point. For the last 5 meetings between the two teams have gone under. Padres have gone, Padres here so far, a little bit of an under team, I would just say the least here, 3-5-1 to the under so far, but the Bucks are 3-1 to the over as a favorite. They're going to be favored here in this game, $1.30 with hot Bubba Chandler in here right now. Bubba, talk about another hot rookie prospect. Don't forget for the Bucks, you can't forget about Bubba. No ERA, 1.38 with 6 strikeouts. No decision in that first one, but hey, he's going to be favored here because he's got all the momentum. German Marquez, I mean, he's got plenty of experience here. Don't make no mistake. Padres, like I said, they pretty much handled Pittsburgh last couple of seasons easily here, actually, but let's see what you got here in this one. I mean, Padres are starting to pick it up the bats a little bit. Manny Machado hit his first home run of the season, a big 3-run home run there in the game on Sunday as they were able to beat Boston and take the series with an 8-6 win, winning 2 of 3 games. But Pittsburgh won them all over the Orioles. So let's see what you got here in this one between the Padres and the Bucks here on Monday night. Padres with this winning streak, and the bullpen looks good so far, 3.55 ERA, but I think they will, the Pirates have a bullpen of 3.55 ERA. The Padres have had some inconsistency here a little bit from their bullpen. I expect it to be much, much better. The Pirates are good money here so far, and maybe their bullpen is outperforming the Padres here a little bit, but let's see what you got here in this one with the Padres and the Bucks here today. Maybe I'm pumping up my Padres after a couple of wins here, but obviously I'm talking very positively about the Pirates as well. Okay, let's see here. Pirates team total over for Jamal. Padres money line says Larry. And again, that is a dominant series, no doubt about it. And Timmy Chushu says we're going to have some cold conditions here tonight in Pittsburgh. High 40s tonight, wind blowing out to center field, 10 miles an hour. Pittsburgh's got an okay matchup against Marquez, even though, look, a good job by Griffin coming in here right now and the rest of the Bucks, but this lineup still probably not up to par with the Padres lineup. Padres an under here for Andrew, but still not a great matchup for Jackson Merrill, not a great matchup for Gavin Sheets here. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to take the Padres here in this one as an underdog with the veteran German Marquez. In this one, the Padres have the Pirates number, and as an underdog, I think I'm going to take them here on the road. Next up, the Reds are on the road with Williamson going up here against Jansen Junk. Junk's going to be the favorite, $1.45 over Brandon Williamson in this one. For Williamson, he's got an 11.5 ERA. Didn't look good. Took the loss there, 1.71 whip. So far for Junk, 4.15 ERA in his first start, 1.38 whip, 5 strikeouts for Junk. Might as well Junk here in this one. The Reds riding a 3-game winning streak right now. It was a good weekend for the Reds as they swept Texas on the road with great pitching. They outscored the Rangers this weekend 9-4 in the 3 games. Terrific job by the Reds pitching staff. You got Williamson here who, look, his story, a good story here, was out of action for quite a while, but right now the Reds come in here 6-3, 3-0 on the road, obviously after yesterday. Miami 6-3, 5-1 at home. We're back home with Miami here. Yes, easy schedule. Face the Yankees. Didn't go awful. Got that win yesterday after losing the first 2. They scored plenty of runs in the series there in the last 2 games. Basically scoring 14 runs in the final 2 games of the series against the pitching-rich Yankees who couldn't give up a run over the first week of the season. So the Marlins were able to strike there a little bit against the Yankees in that series. So I think both teams showing profit here so far this season. Marlins bullpen looking pretty good, 3.0 ERA right now. The Reds maybe overperforming with that series victory, but give them a lot of credit here. Still, Marlins $1.25, $1.30 here, and they do have the bullpen edge, I do believe, right now, the Marlins. Let's see in the chat. Do you have any plays here? Jamal's on the Reds. And Larry says Marlins are hot at home, 5-1 there. And he might be going with the under, though. But Jimmy likes the over here in this one. All right. That might be it from the crew in this matchup, but I'm kind of thinking there'll be some runs scored with these two. I'm trying to look. The junk was numbers were okay. Give me the over in this one. I got to go over right now with Cincinnati and Miami. Like I said, yes, the Reds have been going under for sure so far with good pitching, but I'm going to think here maybe against Williamson, the Marlins can get some runs here at home. Shaq is on the Marlins. And Timmy's saying the same thing. I think it goes over here in this one. Hats off. Great pitching by the Reds this weekend. If they can keep pitching like that, that wasn't an awful series, right? I mean, come on. They really shut down, Texas on their home field. Texas having some issues for sure, but good job. Okay, I think that's it for that one. Let's keep it moving here on Night Moves, and we'll go next to the Cardinals here on the road with Andre Palante, $1.15 up against Zach Littell here in this one, and Cardinals slight favorite on the road here, $1.15. Good matchups here today, huh? For the Cardinals here, they come in with a 5-4 record. They did win on Sunday after losing 2 to Detroit, but they got that win there on Sunday Night Baseball. Landed right on the total of 8. St. Louis 5-4 so far, 1-2 on the road. However, Washington 3-6 overall, 0-3 at home, but they were playing the Dodgers, so they've been an underdog in every single game this season, and this one will be no exception here tonight, with Palante going up against Littell. For Palante, comes in here with the no ERA. He won his first start. He's got a 1.2 whip, 3 strikeouts. For Littell, he did lose his first start, 5.4 ERA, 1.6 the whip. Coming into this one for the Cards here, looking to take advantage of Washington's 5-game losing streak and that awful bullpen. Nationals are going right back to the bottom in the bullpen, just like always right now. 5.85 ERA so far, and they're probably going to blow up again, it feels like, against the Cardinals here, even if the Cardinals are. And look, good start for the Cardinals here. It's been a rough couple of seasons. We're not used to, what's gone on with the Cardinals, really, when you think about it. But let's see what you guys have here in this one with Cardinals on the road. A little bit of a favorite here against the struggling Nats, but they did have to face the Dodgers. So can they get one here against these guys? And we've got Andrew's going to start it off here with the Cards. And Jimmy says he's going to go with the Nats. The Cardinals had to play that Sunday night game here in that one. Look, and they were basically at Detroit, now going on the road here a little bit to Washington. So you're on a road trip, no doubt about it. Maybe that helps Washington a little bit here. I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals in this one with Palante. I like the matchup here. Palante over Littell. Cardinals in these bats too. Burleson's finally getting going. How about Walker so far, hitting nearly 300? Scott's been good as well. Washington did have some offense in that series against the Dodgers. Garcia's been hot. Lyle's been hot as well. Weimer's been really one of the most unheralded hitters in the league. And Vivas so far. So the Nats are getting hits here. And, we might get some runs here in this one. Probably picking the wrong pick here for the show, but I'm going to take the Cardinals on the road. Maybe should have played the total. All right, and let's see here. Over here for Timmy, it looks like, maybe in this one. All right, next up, the Brewers taking on the Red Sox here in this one on Sunday. You got the Brewers a lot of road favorites here today, huh? Brewers here with Brandon Woodruff going up against Brian Bello. In this one, Brewers come in 7-2, Boston 2-7, and heads are going to roll if they don't fix this situation. Bello comes in with a 9.64 ERA, 2.36 WHIP. Did not look good early on here. Going up against Woodruff, 3.6 ERA, won his debut, was 0.8 WHIP, 6 strikeouts. So far for Woodruff and the Brewers, man, you're trying to find some teams. Who's a breakout team? The Brewers quietly here, looking like one of the best teams again in baseball so far. But man, now you're going in here taking on a slumping Red Sox team where the fans are starting to whisper. You're already panicking. Panic time. Milwaukee 7-2, up nearly 3 units already so far this season. Bullpen's been strong, 2.75 ERA. The Red Sox already down 5.5 units this season, so it looks like a mismatch here in current form. The bullpens here, if you will, Milwaukee here, modest price at $1.15. Let's see what you guys think in the chat. Look, it might be just too easy to jump on it here. Boston's got to turn around sometime here and get at least a win or two. But is Bello the guy to do it here with his start to his season? Woodruff's been fine, and these Brewers are fine. These Brewers are plenty fine right now. Let's see what you think in the chat here. And Bello, is he just broken here? Andrew likes the under. Larry went over in that Reds game. Here's Andrew liking the Red Sox, so to get it done, Larry does take the Brewers here. Man, it's hard to go against this Bruku, man. Terang hitting over 330 so far. Christian Yelich had that big game. He's turned it on big time. 345. Mitchell 315 here as well. Ortiz has looked good, and the Red Sox can't find the big hits. Although Roman Anthony kind of called out. I don't think he's calling out the team, but here's a young player who really hasn't even established himself in his Red Sox career yet. We know he's going to be a very good player, and he's the only guy doing anything. He said this is unacceptable right now. Abreu's been great, 387, but who else is hitting? Narvaez is, and Mayer's done fine. Okay, and I don't know what that means, Timmy, but I got to go with the Brewers here. This one, man, I'm going to go with a lot of sides here today, and maybe I'm just going with these obvious plays. But $1.15, I ain't mad at you. So give me the Brewers here in this one to keep it going right now. Hopefully the Red Sox can get something going here and show that they're not going to be right now. I mean, look, you look at the East here with the Yankees starting to get away early. The Rays will probably start coming on here right now. The O's, show me first of all with the O's right now. All right, there we go. Hey, you guys are talking about in the chat, talking about World Series rematch. Look at this one. We got a great series here this week with the Dodgers taking on the Blue Jays here in Toronto with Robleski, the left-hander for the Dodgers. Max Scherzer goes here for the Jays. Dodgers 7-2, looking good. Toronto, the 4-game losing streak right now. That's not feeling too comfortable there after getting swept by the White Sox. On the road here, but they also played Colorado and lost that season finale. So 4 straight losses for the Jays here right now. And here come the Dodgers into town for the World Series rematch. Dodgers with the road sweep there of Washington, off to a great start, of course, coming into this one for Robleski here, 6.75 ERA, no decision in his first start, 1.25 ERA. Max Scherzer looked good, man, in that first start, 1.5 ERA, 0.83 WHIP, 4 strikeouts, did the job, got the win, and hey, even with this matchup, you got to give Max the advantage here. But man, the Dodgers, $1.40. I know they're great, but come on, show Max some respect. can't rest on your laurels here. You got, maybe the Dodgers can beat these guys up the way they're going. The Jays on a skid here right now, but I think we're gonna. I think Max can do something here. At least dual Robleski. If Robleski's gonna have, he's got to have some success. If it's $1.30, $1.40 favorite, Dodgers are expected to win. His numbers aren't good, so they really expecting Dodgers come in and club Max here and in Toronto. Max is probably going to have his ups and downs. They're probably not going to be overpowering every game, but it's early in the season here. He obviously pitched with a lot of confidence in that first game. Dodgers run line for Larry, ready to go already. Dodgers for Cal Dog. James team total over here for Timmy Two Shoes in this one. I'm going to go with the under in this game. I think Max is going to be able to at least match Robleski here. You'd think that the Blue Jays lineup should be able to take it to the left-hander, at least for a couple of runs here as an underdog of all things. I mean, look, okay, so the Dodgers, got him in there, but remember, we had a pretty good World Series, man. I mean, the Blue Jays shouldn't be disrespected this bad in the season opener. The Dodgers aren't, well, they are world beaters at this point, but all right, let me see what you guys have. I'll make my pick, but that's it for you guys in the chat. I'm taking the under in this one. All right, the Orioles are going to be on the road taking on the White Sox here on Monday night, and the Orioles coming in here 3-6. The White Sox are 4-5 right now with a 3-game winning streak. Hey, well, right now let's put the White Sox ahead of the Orioles. I said, right, what's going to be what is the Orioles' solution here long term? Right here. I mean, look, we got Suarez likely in here. Who knows what their pitching plans are going to be? Suarez, though, did look okay, but really, you're just dealing with an opener here for Suarez. 3 ERA, 1.0 WHIP, and he already has a save this season. So, yeah, looks like the piecemeal here a little bit for the Orioles here on the road, but they are still favored $1.40, and the total here looks like 8.5 over, maybe 9 under here in this one. So I guess there's going to be some runs scored with Baltimore at Chicago. You got Grant Taylor here for the White Sox, 2.25 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 8 strikeouts. And hey, White Sox with this 3-game winning streak, the pitching has been okay so far. We've got to be pleased with what's going on here so far. The White Sox, 4-5, but I'd take it. And some of these bats have been okay. Vargas 280 here. Peters hitting 300, had the big hits. But for the Orioles here, you got to wonder when they're going to get going Major right alignment. Now. Ward has been good since coming over to the Orioles here, but Pete not doing so great. Adley's starting to really pick it up right now, 330 average here. Beavers also doing it. So let's see what you got, though, in this one between the Orioles here taking on the White Sox here today. Baltimore has won 6 straight meetings against the White Sox overall. 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone under. The White Sox have lost 8 straight games at home against the Baltimore Orioles. Maybe that isn't to be overlooked. But right now, the Orioles are the team that is not playing as well. The White Sox are playing better than the Orioles, that's for sure. The White Sox are quietly a little bit profitable here with that 3-game winning streak. The Orioles having a little bit of collapse right now. Maybe some value on this dog here, despite that. Could you really just turn around that? That is a pretty significant run, a little 8-0 run here between American League opponents. Right now, as the White Sox have had their struggles against the Orioles. The Orioles looking to get healthy here, but Eric Fetty for the White Sox here. Or let me see. I think I said Taylor, right? What do we got on screen? Is it Fetty there? Yeah, Fetty. Okay, sorry about that, gang. They may end up, let me see here. I'm going to check real quick and see what the real pitching prospectus is here today for the White Sox. That's what we do here on the on the Night Move show. Yeah, my Night Move show. Make sure we get the right show. All right. So for the White Sox today, I'm gonna say, you know what? It's gonna be could be a little bit, we could be piecing it together here a little bit in the bullpen right now in this one. We'll see if it could be, but it looks like Smith goes on Tuesday, then Burke, then K. So, all right, let me go to the chat here, see what you guys have to say. Set me straight if I'm screwing it up here. Okay, White Sox upset win here for Larry. Cal Dog likes the White Sox. Over 9, if it's Betty. And Gunner for a homer. All right, got to make my call here on this one. Man, the White Sox here, you get them a little bit of dog here right now. Feels a little bit shaky here. I'm going to go over in this one. Baltimore's in poor form, but they're still favored in this game. White Sox obviously performing a little better right now. Give me the over with the Orioles and the White Sox on Monday night. Here we go. Back in division matchup in the Central there with the Tigers and the Twins. Let's see what happens here. Tigers 4-5 coming in. Casey Mize, 1.5 ERA. Joe Ryan, 4.82 ERA for the Governor. 3-6 record right now for Minnesota coming in. Ryan, 4.82 ERA, 1.29 whip, 10 strikeouts, and a pair of starts. He's favored here in this one. Has no wins to show so far. 0-1 record for Mize here. 1.5 ERA, 1.0 the whip in that opener here for Casey Mize. And the Tigers here, Detroit coming in right now with a record here of 4-5, 2-4 on the road, 1-2 as a dog for Minnesota, 3-6 overall, 1-2 at home, 1-2 as a favorite here after losing a couple of games to Tampa Bay to close out. They can only score 2 runs in the last two games of the series there. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they did win the series at home against St. Louis by losing that Sunday night game there. So let's see what you think here with Mize going up against Ryan here in this one. And look at that total already dropped down here. Is that right? 7/15. I mean, you got to think I might just be, calling it like it is. Central Division unders here. Probably going to do it again. Twins are struggling here a little bit. Already down 2 1/3 units. Tigers profitable at home so far. Low total. Both the teams very inconsistent offensively. It feels like here right now with this lineup for Detroit. You got Colt Keith and McGonigal still crushing, but beyond that, you got guys like Carpenter, $1.75, Riley Green, $2.20, Torkelson, $1.43 here. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, also some struggling offense. Cody Clemens and Byron Buxton not getting anything done at the top. Wallner, $1.50, Bell, $2.30. Jeffers 200. I gotta go with the under in this one with Detroit and Minnesota. Yeah, it's 7 over now already, but give me the under here in this one. See what you guys think in the chat here with the Tigers and Minnesota. It's going to be over, though, for Larry and over for Cal Dog. Whoops. Maybe I should have read the chat first. I'm going under in this one. All right, the Mariners taking on the Rangers here. Can the Rangers get it going? At least they've got DeGrom pitching. Rangers losers of 4 straight. The Mariners have lost 2 in a row. However, they dropped the 2 games to the Angels there. They dropped the 1 game to Joe Adell. We had those 3 home run robberies there on Saturday. Uh, Seattle comes in here 4-6, 1-2 on the road. 1-1 is a favorite. As a dog here so far. Texas 0-3 at home, 1-3 as a favorite here right now. And we got to, kind of consider DeGrom on the mound here. For DeGrom, 5.78 ERA so far, a 1.29 WHIP, 7 strikeouts. For Logan Gilbert, 6.75 ERA, 0-1 record here so far, 1.41 WHIP, 13 strikeouts, but nothing really to show for it here for Gilbert. Look, a pretty good pitching matchup here for sure between these two hurlers, but let's see how you have it in the chat here. Whoops. Here we go. I'm going to take a look and see what you guys have in this one between the Mariners and the Rangers. Mariners, let's see, says 7 of last 8. I think that means he's saying that the Mariners have won 7 of the last 8 games here against the Rangers. Let's see, is it 7 of 8? Okay. Let me see what I've got here. I'm going to take your word for it there. Andrew, you always got the good stats for me. I know they won 4 of the last 5 meetings overall between the two. Let's see here. Under here for Larry. And Timmy says, good times for Seattle there in Texas. And look, like I said, good pitching matchup here for sure. But so far the stats aren't pointing to it. These guys definitely got off to a little bit of a rough start. Seattle's gone under in 4 of their last 6. They've lost 4 of their last 5, obviously, overall right now. And 14 last 20 meetings between these two teams have gone over, including 7 of the last 9 meetings here between the two teams in Texas. But the Rangers bats definitely have a lot of success against Logan Gilbert. There's some guys on the BVP list here who's had quite good success against Logan Gilbert coming in to this series here. Guys like Corey Seager, 286 average, but 4 home runs. Higgy's got a home run. Nimmo's got a home run. Burger Time, home run as well. So some of these guys have touched up Logan Gilbert here a little bit. Still, the Rangers here at home right now. Maybe with DeGrom can calm it down a little bit, but it has been pretty strong numbers here for some of these guys against Gilbert. Maybe the Rangers can get one here. Seattle's, certainly supposed to be the better team here this season, but they're off to a subpar start. I mean, the Rangers actually have the 4-5 coming into the Mariners 4-6 record right now. So let's see. But obviously the Rangers did not look good in that last series, struggling just to score runs. All right, here we go with the chat. What do you think of the over? That's what I'm going to take, Jimmy. Give me the over in this one with Gilbert and DeGrom. I'm taking the over as my play here in this one. And so's Timmy. All right, we're doing a good job here, cruising along the baseball card here for a Monday. And how about the Astros here going up against the Rockies? The Astros just played in Oakland. Now they get to go to Colorado. So good to be a hitter. Here for the Astros coming into this one, coming in here right now, record up 6-4, and you're going to have a pitcher Cody Bolton here going 3 ERA so far. Look, he's been mostly a reliever here so far, so this feels like probably an opener style situation in this game for the Astros. here in this one. So maybe they got to piece one together here a little bit on the road, going up here against the Rockies. Not going to panic too much. You're going up against Ryan Feltner. Now, Feltner, pretty good here. No ERA, .67 whip, 4 strikeouts, no decision so far this season. But again, feels like a little maybe a bullpen game. Now, look, Bolton, certainly he's a 6th-round draft pick, 178th overall, drafted by Pittsburgh, then was acquired via free agency from Cleveland back in July of last year. So he's a veteran. He's been around. He was drafted back in 2017. So Bolton's been around, just don't see him very much on the starting ledger, if you will, the starting pitcher ledger. Feltner, we're pretty familiar with him, but so far so good for Ryan Feltner here. And hey, the Colorado Rockies sitting here right now at 3-6, but maybe they've had a little bit of a tough schedule there. Of course, they got rocked by the Phillies a couple of times, but hey, they did win the game yesterday. They seem to win the season finale so far this season. So let's see what you think, though, here with the Astros taking on the Rocks here. So far, maybe a little bit of a gap here. The Astros are going to have the better talent here, obviously, but can this price be a little bit too daunting here at $225 right now? And the Astros don't look like they're world beaters or anything. The Rockies are actually hanging in there a little bit with their batting. I think this line, good luck to them, but you're not going to catch me laying this right now with the Astros here. Rockies, we know there's going to be nothing special, but they've won a few games here. And it just feels like this Astros team is not all that just yet, or at all. Now, I will say their offense is clicking, but again, look where they just spent the weekend, too. I mean, they're number 1 in RBIs, number 2 in batting average, number 1 in on-base slugging percentage, total runs number 1, doubles number 1, all the hits number 1. The Astros offense has been clicking, but they had a pretty fun weekend there with blasting balls in Sacramento. So maybe take that one with a grain of salt right now. Let's see here. Astros for Andrew. Astros and under, though, for Larry. Cal Dog likes the over here. I'm on the Rockies in this one. I'll take my lumps if the Astros blast them here, but I'm not going. No, thank you. Give me the Colorado Rockies here, plus 1.5 at even money today. I'm taking the Rocks at home with Feltner. All right. Let's keep it going here. Thanks to everyone joining me here on Night Moves. And Rockies for Timmy also. Okay, great. Let's keep it going here right now. Next up. All right, you got the Braves on the road taking on the Angels here in this one. Interleague action, more interleague action here on Monday night with the Braves, $1.65 with Chris Sale coming in. Sale looked good so far. 0.75 ERA, 2-0 record for Sale. Sometimes he's had, maybe a few injuries along the way, maybe some temper tantrums along the way, but when he's in a group like this right now, the veteran can be overwhelming. 0.58 whip so far, 9 strikeouts, a couple of victories here. You're going up against a pretty good pitcher for the Angels in Soriano, so good pitching matchup it feels like. I mean, I'm not having a problem with Soriano so far. No ERA, 0.83 whip, 11 strikeouts, and a couple of wins for Soriano. It's tougher even for Soriano. He's on the Angels, so he's really looked good so far this season. The Angels coming here on a 2-game winning streak. It's the Braves on a 2-game losing streak. Angels won the last 2 over the Mariners there. And, the first game wasn't bad either, a 3-1 loss. But Angels coming in here 5-5, 2-1 at home. Braves are 6-4, 2-2 on the road. 5-2 is a favorite, though. Braves have been actually pretty impressive so far this season. You got Sale in here, but still a big price. No matter how you look at it, Soriano's been solid so far this season. The Braves do have one of the best bullpens going. I didn't look to see if they're leading 1.08 ERA, though, so far for the Braves. But the Angels' bats are hot, just as hot, it feels like. Look at some of these Angels' bats right now. You've got guys starting to pick it up. Channel hit that big hit there yesterday. The averages, I don't think, show how effective this Angel lineup has been in those last couple of games. But Braves bullpen is, again, one of the best going here right now. So maybe advantage Braves here, but you really want to lay the 1.5 here with this interesting pitching matchup. I'm going to take the under in this one, the Braves and the Angels, with Sale and Soriano. Let's see how you have it here tonight in the chat. And Zach Sanders is here. He likes the Braves in this one. And Timmy says you can check out the game logs. Thank you, Timmy. Cal Dog likes the Braves. Sale, 8 or 9 Ks for Timmy. Braves for Larry. This is one of the most popular games on the board here, it looks like. Andrew with the Braves. A lot of Brave support here. Larry's taking the Braves. I'm taking Braves back and going with Angels money line. Okay, I think, is that a switcheroo? Timmy says Soriano won last year versus the Braves. All right, I'm going to take the under in this one. Last game in the major leagues on Sunday, and here's Andrew Painter. We waited for his debut. It was, as we said, patience rewarded. Painter looked great. 1.68 ERA, won that first game. Phillies did have their winning streak snapped on Sunday, but no problem. Phillies been sharp. Did lose to the Rockies there, but still the Phillies coming in 5-4 right now. San Francisco 3-7, looking for answers. Tony B got ejected. They're 1-6 at home, 2-5 as a dog. San Francisco, real question marks with these two National League West teams, my Padres and the Giants, hiring these inexperienced managers here. I'm not sure it's the right route for these two teams, but Painter was so good in that first game in that first start. Giants here already down 4.25 units. The Phillies have been more stable for sure. They've got the bullpen edge, it feels like, here in this one. Maybe a reasonable price here, too, with the Bills here today at $1.20-ish. $1.20-ish or so here on the road. Giants offense certainly unreliable here right now with some of these bats. Adames 206, Chapman 200, Devers 200, Ramos 200. These guys are not hitting well right now. The Phillies are, probably just fine here. Yeah, a couple guys are mucking it up with Schwartz and Harper. Bohm not looking that great, but kind of get healthy here sooner or later, and maybe they have the guy to do it here going against Hauser here. For Hauser, he comes in with a 1.68 ERA, but did lose his first start, 1.3 whip, 4 strikeouts. Painter, as we said, was pretty strong in that first game here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Phillies here in this one, $1.20 over the Giants here tonight with Painter going in this one. In the chat, we do have some folks picking this one. Let's take, hey, want to say hello to King Astray. Thanks, King. He's talking about the Braves game. I want to say it right, man. King Astray. You took the Pirates as well. Thank you, King. King, you're going to get called King. Timmy says Phillies blindly under here for Larry. Giants for Cal Dog. Timmy says I'm fading Hauser at this point. That might be it for the baseball card. Thanks a lot, you guys. Great job there. Good baseball card to get us going here during the week. All right, we're going next to the NBA. There are 5 games in the NBA on Monday night, and they all have some ramifications in the postseason, so we're going to look at them all. We're going to start with the Pistons on the road here taking on the Magic. And you've got the Pistons here favored in this one. I'll point out here, Pistons are 3, maybe even up to, that spread is wrong, but it could be up to 3.5. Let me make it fair here. 3.5, 225. So the move is on Detroit here a little bit, but look, to me, Detroit here so far, if you look at the standings, right? Look, we already know Detroit's already clinched the Eastern Conference, and they're not going to get the best record in the NBA. They really have no motivation whatsoever here in this game. They're gonna, they've won the Eastern Conference. They've won 3 in a row, so that's not going to deter them. They're still great, but Orlando does have the slightest. They have motivation here. Does Orlando? They're in 9th place right now, just a half a game back of the Charlotte Hornets. Now the Hornets are playing well with 4-game win streak, so it may be too late for them to move up to the 8th position. Although the Raptors, they're not exactly, they're only 1 game behind the Raptors. I guess the Magic could get hot for that too. And the Sixers are also in 6th place, but only 1 game ahead. So look, one of these teams could still sneak out of the play-in, if you get my drift there. If you can get into the 6th place position, you don't have to play the play-in tournament. So to me, the Magic probably has the obvious motivation here. In Detroit, look, maybe they will just keep winning right now. I mean, they have been great without their star in the lineup. They've still been covering. It just shows how deep this team is. Look, Orlando's had a good season and a good team, and they've had winning streaks here to help them get their push into the play-in tournament potential here, right? So to me, it feels like that the Magic have something to play for here a little bit. And the Pistons, they might just go out and, play well again. There's no reason why they have, because think in the back of their mind, we have to win this game. In fact, you might want to just be a little bit cautious with some of the players and personnel here. I mean, they're obviously resting their superstar here. Not resting. I mean, we hope he gets better here real soon. Duncan Robinson questionable. Harris questionable here. Stewie's still out as well. Don't forget for the Pistons. Chet Howard questionable here for the Magic. So let's see what you have in this one. Now, Detroit's gone over in 5 of their last 7. Orlando's gone over in 11 of their last 16. And what's been happening here in a lot of these games here late in the season, right? Especially when, not saying that Detroit, it's a little bit different than the Tankathon games, but less defense here. Maybe don't want to work too hard here. Detroit struggled historically against Orlando as well, just 3-9 straight up in the last 12. Orlando just 2-4 against the spread their last 6, and Detroit is 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 overall. But again, what's my motivation is the story here. I think both profiles point to more offense in this game. Detroit does not need to exude the defense here. I got to go over in this one with Detroit and Orlando here on Night Moves. Give me the over in this one. All right, Magic for Shaq. Cal Dogs on the over, Pistons on the, I think, money line there is what Larry's saying. And Timmy says, take the Magic here plus the points. The New York Knicks are taking on the Atlanta Hawks. NBA action here for Monday night. The Hawks have won 4 straight. They've won 13 in a row at home right now. Have these Atlanta Hawks. They just keep crushing here. What a record they've had here. They were at one point, they were 13-16 at home. But they've turned that around and then some here, and they're favored against the Knicks here tonight. The Knicks have covered just 7 of their last 10. They're 15-26 overall on the road. Atlanta's 22-18. ATS as a favorite. So for the Hawks here, the 4-game winning streak, three straight wins against the spread, beating the Kings, Boston, Orlando, and Brooklyn. Meanwhile, the Knicks have won 2 in a row here over Sad Sacks, Minnesota, and Chicago, but they haven't been covering. They did cover against Chicago in their last game, but really struggling to get some of these numbers here, actually. The Knicks are just 5-10 to the under as a dog, 18-23 to the under on the road, and Atlanta's 17-22 to the under at home. But let me see how you guys think about this one with the Knicks and the Hawks here. The head-to-head series also leans to the under as well between these two teams. So now, look, as far as the motivation is concerned with these two teams, yes, the Knicks have a little bit of motivation here. The Knicks are one game ahead of the Cleveland Cavaliers for third place. This is what they're playing for. They're not going to catch Boston. They're trying to hold on for third place against the Cavs. Both have won 2 straight. No team is going to challenge. It's going to be the Knicks in third or the Cavaliers in third. These two teams are going to battle it out over the last few games record-wise to see who can get that third slot. For Atlanta, meanwhile, they're in 5th place. They're just trying to hold off the Sixers. They probably can do it with their eyes closed. You don't want to lose them all. The Sixers could win right now. There's 4 games left in the season. They have a 2-game lead. They're a little bit complacent here, possibly, but this home streak, right? They're only favored by 1.5. Atlanta's won, as we said, 13 straight home games, and the Knicks, while still having the minor motivation in the back of their minds, you got to wonder here, a team that has been losing to good teams here overall on the road. They lost to Houston. They lost to OKC. They lost to Charlotte before winning those last 2 games against weak teams. Atlanta, meanwhile, as we said, winning and covering some games here. Let's see how you have it in this one. I'm going with the under here with the Knicks in Atlanta. Give me the under here. I'm all about the tankathon here a little bit and some of these wild over games, but I'm going to take the under in this one with the Knicks in Atlanta here. They did meet back in January, 111-99. Atlanta got the win. It's been a Knicks series, but Atlanta picked up the win in that one. And let's go to the chat and see what the chat pros have here on the show between the New York Knicks and Atlanta. Knicks have won 9 of their last 12, but just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6. Atlanta's covered 16 of 20. They've won 18 of 20 overall. Really terrific run by Atlanta, almost overlooked. All right, here we go. Shaq says Hawks, Knicks, garbage on the road. Larry says go under. Timmy's already on Atlanta. Dimitri says give me the Hawks all day. He's got them to go all the way to the conference semifinals. Cavs on the road here, taking on the Grizzlies. Cavs here, look, we're in the tankathon here for sure with Cleveland, but Memphis continues to find ways to cover despite the fact they can't win. They've lost another 4 in a row here right now, but and they haven't covered these last couple of games for sure. But Cleveland 21-42 against the spread as a favorite. We say it every time. Not only that, they're 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games right now. They're right back where they've been going. But Cleveland has won 6 straight meetings against these guys here overall. Cleveland's gone just 1-6 against the spread in their last 7. Memphis has covered 3 of 9, 1-9 straight up in their last 10 games, though 1-6 in their last 7 games at home. Yeah, they're fading here a little bit. Man, it'd be hard to take Memphis here the way Cleveland's kind of beat them up. Cleveland here is 22-16 to the over on the road. Meanwhile, Memphis 22-17 to the over at home here. And they've gone over in 5 of their last 6 games overall. Let's see what you want to do here. Man, really tricky here in the tankathon because Cleveland has been such a bad cover in general here. Memphis, not a great cover for sure, but 19-21 against the spread at home. It's a little bit better than the Cleveland road spread record of 16-23. But I think for me, I'm just going to go with the over in this one with the Cavaliers and the Grizzlies. Look at that high total. Here, these are kind of the ones I've kind of taken it on the chin a little bit with the late season tankathon overs. We've certainly had plenty of them, but the ones where maybe, just maybe, at 238, I'm still going over with these two right now. Let's see what the chat says. Larry says Cavs money line and under, but Cal Dog is going over. Sixers taking on the Spurs here. This one, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Action here for Monday night. Both teams coming here playing pretty well right now. Spurs had their winning streak snapped last game as they dropped one there to Denver on Saturday, 134 to 136, and one of the games of the weekend for sure. Snapped their losing streak, but Denver has a big winning streak. For Philadelphia here, they're coming off of a loss to Detroit on Saturday, 116 to 93. Still Philadelphia, one of the best road teams against the spread in the league, 24 and 13 against the spread. And I think you have to play the motivation game, I think, here in this particular matchup. I mean, you look at the Spurs right now, and while they, are on this incredible run that they're on here. Other than the fact they lost to Denver, but not going to be really catching the Thunder here right now. 3 games back with 4 games to play. Could still do it, but the Thunder have won 5 in a row. You got to be realistic here. The Spurs probably could be resigned to a second place finish. You could go all out and say, hey, we'll just keep on winning and take our chances here, but you can take a step back. You have a Philadelphia team here with a little bit of motivation. They're getting some big points. Philadelphia in 6th place currently, but that's tied with the Raptors. 6th place, far more important than 7th place here. You probably get a good effort out of Philadelphia here. San Antonio, as good as they are, 43 and 34 ATS. They are just 30 and 28 ATS as a favorite. They're laying a little extra here. Yes, Philadelphia can definitely be up and down, straight up against the spread, but Embiid is probable here going up against Wemby in this one, and I do think that the Sixers can probably hang here in this matchup. Spurs here, 16 and 20 against the spread at home, 27 and 32 against the spread as a favorite, but maybe the key. I'm sorry, let me get that straight. 16 and 20 to the under at home for the Spurs, 27 and 32 to the under as a favorite, and the Sixers 15 and 21 to the under as a dog, although the Sixers 20 and 16 to the over on the road. For Philly here, they've won 8 of their last 12, covered 6 of their last 9. Spurs on fire, of course, with 11 wins in their last 12 games before the loss there to the Nuggets. 8 of the last 12 meetings between the two teams have gone over. Let's see how you have it here in this one at the Sixers here. Philly's been solid, but just 1 and 4 against the spread last 5 against San Antonio. Spurs have been one of the most reliable late-season power teams right now, but again, do they really think they can catch the Thunder here and go all out in this one? Philly's gone under in 4 of their last 5. Spurs have gone under in 4 of their last 6. Despite the high number, it looks like the teams are trending a little bit under, and maybe it could be a little bit of a let's see what you got. Let me get some help here. Go to the chat. Got a few comments here in this one. And let's see, Larry says 76ers in on the money line. I think he's talking into his thing. I'm going to say that's on the Sixers on the money line there. It's a dog maybe. Shaq says snapped Wemby chance for MVP talk. Cal Dog going under here. Timmy says lay it with the Spurs. Spurs first half here. I'm taking the Sixers today. Give me the Sixers to hang in there. Embiid's in the lineup. I think they stay within this number against Spurs. Maybe they don't, maybe they can. There's no way the Thunder are going to lose, all 4 games here. Pretty much is what they would need to do. I guess they could go 1 and 3, and the Sixers could catch them with a 4-0. But Spurs are going to come in second, so I'm going to take the Sixers here. Say the Spurs don't need to win by a bunch here. Last one in the NBA, the Trailblazers taking on the Nuggets here in this one. And man, uh, hey, Denver on this big winning streak. They're not, they're not letting up here at this point. Now, look, like I just said, Denver here a little bit different with their motivation. They're tied with the Lakers right now for third place. Lakers have a little bit of a tiebreaker, but Denver's won 8 in a row right now. Portland's won 3 straight. They're playing great, and they're tied with the Clippers right now for 8th place. They trail them by the tiebreaker, but if you could just get up into that 8th spot, it's going to make a huge difference, and they're running pretty much neck and neck. They're not going to catch the Suns, so the Clippers or the Trailblazers, one of these teams is going to come in 8th place and be in a much better position than the team that comes in 9th place. We've said it time and again here as we get ready for the playoffs, but the 7th place, the 8th place team is 7-3 in the 5 years of the play-in tournament. In other words, out of the, there's 2, you have each conference, and over the last 5 years, the 8th seed has advanced 7 out of 10 times. Meanwhile, the 9 seed has advanced just 4 out of 10 times. So pretty big difference there. And I think Portland does have motivation here to play well in this game. And Denver it does as well, but Portland continues to play well here right now. I'm going over in this one, not to change the subject. Denver 33-20 to the over as a favorite. Now, Portland is a pretty strong under, no doubt about it. But I think for me here, I think I do prefer going over. Denver's gone over in 5 of their last 7, and the series has gone over in 8 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams. Portland, yes, this is a road dog. They usually kind of go under here, but I think it's just superseded by the fact that this matchup consistently produces points here, and I'm going to go over in this one between Portland and Denver on Monday night. In the chat, they have some comments about this game. Let's see what they say. Denver money line of the points, says Larry. Timmy says, lay it with the Nuggets. It's all about control. No mercy. Denver on fire here. And Timmy says, he doesn't want to take it easy on his enemies. I know I want to take it easy on my enemies. Okay, he does take it easy. Yeah, the thing is, obviously, here you don't want anybody injured. You want to get to the playoffs healthy, no problem here. That's why we see so many funky results. And, quite frankly, we're having a pretty good run on this NBA Tankathon lately. All right, that's it for the NBA. Thanks, gang. We've got 4 on the ice here on Monday night. All of them have still some ramifications here, believe it or not. Not every team's out of it here with these, especially these two. This is a big one here, Tampa Bay and Buffalo. Game of the night here with this one. Take a look at the standings here right now. These teams are in the playoffs. It's not so much, these teams fighting to get in. You got Tampa Bay, 102 points here. So 100. Let me make sure there. Let me look at the standings. Tampa Bay, 102 points. Buffalo, 100 points. 1-2 in the Atlantic Division between these two teams right now. And, they're in, no problem. But, again, good to be in first place and not second. And Montreal has 100 points too. So these 3 teams have been excellent here, including these two. Tampa's won 2 in a row, but Buffalo's lost 2 in a row all of a sudden. Tampa with wins over Boston and Pittsburgh. Buffalo with losses to Washington and Ottawa. Not good performances either. In fact, Buffalo's been struggling here of late. They are in a pretty awkward run, I would say, considering all the success that they've had this season. This is probably one of the rougher stretches they've had of late, even though it hasn't been very long, but they've been so good that it's a little bit notable here. Tampa's a better, true team, I guess, especially with that road record of 23-9-5, but Buffalo's still a home monster, 24-10-4. They've also dominated this matchup historically at home. So maybe they could right the ship here a little bit with this particular matchup coming in. Both teams trending over heavily combined. Let's see, 11 and 13, I think, to the over in this particular spot, although Tampa Bay 21 and 16 to the over on the road. Buffalo under here in 20 of 35 is an underdog, but Buffalo and over in 5 of the last 6 against Tampa Bay. They've actually gone over in 5 of their last 7 overall, and Tampa's gone over in 6 of their last 8 games on the road. A little bit of a high number here right now, but let's see what you have in this one. Tampa just 1 and 4 of their last 5 games on the road against the Buffalo Sabres coming in, but looks like Vasilevsky and Luukkonen here. Buffalo stronger at home. They have the matchup history, but the real edge might be with this total here. I think both teams are kind of playing wide open at this point of the season, playing good. Yes, there is motivation for both, and Tampa Bay is ahead of them here, but still on the road. Buffalo looking to right the ship. They played back on March 8th, and the final score was 8-7. So why not take the over in this one between Tampa Bay and Buffalo? It was only 8-7 in that one, and that was in regulation, by the way. At the time, Buffalo was hot. When those teams met, Tampa Bay was actually on a bit of a losing streak. Okay, that's it for that one. I'll take the over there. Let's see any picks on the chat here. Timmy wants to play the Sabres, but he'll go with the over. Cal Dog is on the Sabres here. I'm on the over. Kraken on the road, taking on the Jets here. With the Kraken and Joey Decord going up against Connor Hellebuyck. Now, different story here with these two teams. Kraken are pretty much done. The Jets also. I'm giving the Jets a little bit of a chance here. There's still 6 games left in the season. They're behind here by 3 points currently. There's still a lot of teams to pass, but on a card like this, we're going to go ahead and give it our best here and try to give them a chance here to still make the playoffs. Seattle has fallen out of favor big time with a 4-game losing streak right now. Winnipeg, the hotter team, 3 of their last 4. Hellebuyck in goal here, 2.8 goals against, an 89.5% save percentage for Grubauer. 2.5 goals against, 91% save percentage for Grubauer here, but Jets are still $1.65, just ahead of them in the standings as well. They are at home here in this one, so maybe that makes a little bit of a difference as well coming into this particular matchup anyway, where it does feel like the Kraken are done. They're in full collapse, just 1-8 in their last 9 overall. Winnipeg under in 9 of their last 11 at home. They've been solid but not dominant here of late, but like I said, 3 wins in their last 4 games. Beat Columbus, beat Chicago, beat Colorado in revenge. Did lose to Dallas 3-0 for Seattle, though. They haven't scored more than 2 goals in any of their last 4 games and have been outscored in those games 16-6 as part of their late season collapse here right now. This is a kind of a dead team here. You got a good structured team with Winnipeg here right now, and getting some plus money possibly here on the puck line anyway. Winnipeg can control this game and should win comfortably, I would think. Let's see what you got in the chat. Seattle definitely faltering, mostly because that offense just has not been good enough this season. Okay, here we go. Winnipeg regulation will knock the price down, says Timmy Two Shoes. I'll take the Winnipeg Jets here on the puck line to get it done and give us a little plus money to $1.50 here. Give me Winnipeg to crush Seattle here on Monday night. For Seattle, they've had a little bit of success, but not a little bit of success against this team at home, but just 2-5 straight up on the road here. So go ahead and give me I'll take the Jets on the puck line. So will Timmy. Cal Dog liking the Jets here. All right, the Blackhawks are on the road against the Sharks. Again, keep hope alive here for the Sharks. 79 points, 2 points behind the Preds. And, the Kings also are on 81 points, but Sharks definitely alive here right now to try to win, try to get in here. They were on a hot streak. They lost last game to snap their winning streak. They've been on a big push here of late, but they lost to Nashville, a little tough one there, 6-3 at home, a game they really could not lose. Chicago, meanwhile, is coming in off of a win over Seattle on Saturday. That's a losing streak. Chicago's actually been, in their best role here, it feels like, but not great. But dealing with a minus 170 here for the Sharks, and Chicago is 47-26 as a puck line dog. San Jose just 4-6 as a puck line favorite here coming into this one for Chicago. They're just 1-5 in their last 6. Pretty bad on the road too at 15-19. San Jose quietly strong at home, 20-13 here, but they are laying $1.70 on the money line. Both teams trending over, especially when in conference games here for the season. They're under teams all the way. In fact, San Jose 3-7 to the under as a favorite. Both teams have been going under here of late. But like I said, Chicago against conference teams more so over. San Jose clearly has a edge in form, it feels like right now, and the home ice. Chicago defensively kind of unreliable and giving up some goals here of late. Chicago just 1-4 in their last 5 on the road. They've gone over in 5 of 7. San Jose's won 8 of the last 12 meetings at home against these two teams, but Chicago's won 6 of the last 8 overall. So it is kind of a home-dominated series coming into this one. So let's see what you got here. A little bit tough on this one. Both teams going to end up Chicago's out, but Seattle probably going to San Jose probably going to end up just a little bit short here. Now the Blackhawks on the puck line is not a great price, but they're probably going to hang in here. Actually, maybe they might even upset them here. Right now, the Sharks are a little bit awkward finish here to the season. It feels like right now. I might take an upset here. Actually, give me the Blackhawks to upset the Sharks here. I'll take them on the money line. I'm going to take an upset tonight with the Blackhawks knocking off the Sharks here. Sharks are more done than we think. If they win, hey, they've still got big chance here. The motivation should be there, but I'm going for an upset tonight. All right. And let's see, Timmy's on the over here. That might be it for that one. Let's go to the final game of the night, and then night moves is over. The Predators going to take on the Kings here. Oh, man, the Kings. These two just squared off the other night, and had that incredible game where they went to a shootout. It was at Nashville, but they went to a shootout, and the first I think they went 7.5 rounds. No one scored. Finally, Nashville scored in the 8th round of the shootout for a 5-4 win. Nashville's won the last 2 in the series, both of them this year by a 5-4 score. Nashville winners of 2 straight. The Kings, meanwhile, did win against Toronto the other night in that wild 7-6 victory there. But for the Kings, they're hanging on. That was a huge win. For the Kings. They're tied currently here with Nashville for the last playoff spot. And this one feels almost like win, and I don't want to say win and you're in. There's 6 games left, but this one's so important right now. Nashville's actually owned the tiebreaker, I believe, in second place in the current standings right now. So it's so huge right here in this one. Let's see what you've got. Kings here. Can they do it? Can they do it? Uh, Nashville has won 7 of their last 10. They're also pretty much a better team, 16-16 on the road. The Kings 12-17 at home. Pretty heavy under trends, though, I think, in this matchup overall between the two teams. Kings have obviously been inconsistent, weaker at home than usual for sure. The Kings here have gone under in 6 of their last 9 against Nashville and 4 of their last 5 at home, but it was kind of uh, uh, wild there for the game to have 9 goals and then nobody could crack through. This is what the Kings' problem has been all year. They don't play well in the 3-on-3 situations. They don't play well in the shootout. Nashville's won 14 of the last 20 games here right now, and man, the Kings are so painful to watch. I just have my doubts here, really. Kings here, 9-37 as a puck line favorite. Nashville, 33-19 as a puck line dog. Now, the puck line price is ridiculous, but the Kings are just so bad on the puck line because of the close games, the close margins here. They don't even blow anybody out overall. So, all right, let's see what you guys have. This is the last game, and it feels like a toughie. And I want to, get the Kings of the playoffs, but I'm going to go under in this one. Give me the under here. I know it went 9 goals last time, but it's so painful to watch the Kings. It's got to go under in a big, important game like this where the pressure's on. All right. Shaq says it always goes overtime. Timmy's going over here. And Shaq was at the game there with all those. Yeah, it was at L.A. I think I said it was at Nashville. It was in L.A. And they kept, the shooters in the shootout look like they're going in slow motion there. The goalies had an easy time of it. Jimmy says the Jets are going to fall short. Preds and Kings just don't want to lose. And that's going to do it for Night Moves. Thanks a lot, everybody. What a great show. You guys made it great for me, and really enjoyed it. We're back tomorrow with more Night Moves for Tuesday. We'll recap the NCAA National Championship game. We'll get ready for Masters Week. We'll have a little preview here for the Masters. We'll make some picks probably here for the Masters. I always love the way lefties kind of negotiate the Masters. Now, I don't think that Bobby Mack's game totally fits the course there, but the lefties, the way they get around the course there, and he, came up short there, but Bobby Mack's had such a great year. Maybe I'm thinking about Bobby Mack this week after losing there on the last hole at the Texas Open. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Really appreciate it. Hey, it was great to have all of you in here. Make sure you head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Take a look at our premium picks over there. Absolutely our best picks every day over at Tony's Picks. You can click on my tab here, get an all sports pass for 1 week. Why not join me all the way through 1 week? Let's see how it goes. For $149, you're going to get a nice volume of plays from me every day over at Tony'sPicks.com. And use the promo code TonyT on those single-day packages from me or all the handicappers over at Tony's Picks. All right, that's going to do it here for Night Moves. Really appreciate it here, and we'll be back tomorrow with more Night Moves for the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I'm Ramon Scott. So long from Las Vegas.